Hello there you guys, welcome to another one of my live videos, and today I'm just going to be officially updating you on some more current latest news. So this is basically in relation to Romelu Lukaku. There's some obviously media reports coming out saying that Lukaku is indicating that he would like to make the move to Juventus in the summer. If he currently finds game time hard at Manchester United, Romelu Lukaku, because there was a narrative about this going out last year. That Juventus had showed an interest in Romelu Lukaku, and I think when the summer comes, I think he's interested in making a move to Juventus. Is Romelu Lukaku. If he does lose his players in the starting 11, which he initially has done, because we know basically Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's first choice obviously has been Marcus Rashford ahead of Lukaku, but now due to the string of injuries, that we've got, Manchester United, Lukaku could be given a bit more opportunities from the start, as I said, because obviously Marcus Rashford out is out with an ankle injury. We don't know how long Marcus Rashford is out for, of course, but as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did confirm, he is a major doubt for tonight, and so too we've got other injuries as well. So this will allow also to Alexis Sanchez as well, to get a bit more opportunities from the start as well. But we know mainly Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's main first choice attacking trio has been Martial on the left, Rashford playing centrally, and Lingard on the right. As I currently said, and we know in the last couple of games that Lukaku's actually been playing. Lukaku's been playing alongside Marcus Rashford in the last couple of games as well. But in relation to Lukaku, a lot of Manchester United, fans, think his days are finished at Manchester United, and I think Man United may be planning, to cash in for Romelu Lukaku in the summer. I don't know if we'll recoup, the £75 million, we initially paid for him, but reports are saying that he's interested in making the move to Juventus in the summer, so that is his preferred destination. If Manchester United are to sell him, there were a lot of talks about this going on the other week as well in relation to Romelu Lukaku. So reportedly, he's indicated that he would like the move to Juventus. Romelu Lukaku, as I said, of course, if he's still finding game time hard at Manchester United, of course, until the summer. But as I did currently say, what Rashford can offer up front, Lukaku's not capable of this. And I did say since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's coming, Lukaku's form has been slightly rejuvenated, as I said. But as I did say, he's still got a very good pedigree in the Premier League. He scored loads and loads of goals in the Premier League, as we all know. But we know his first touch concerns is he's very slow on the ball, as we all currently know. And as I did say, he's got a lot of weaknesses about his game. A lot of Manchester United fans, think he's currently finished. He scored 27 goals in all competitions in his first season with Manchester United as well. So Man United could reportedly, cash in for the player maybe in the summer. There were reports coming out the other week, as we all know, of Manchester United. Reports are coming out from Italy saying that Man United were in talks with Juventus and Inter Milan. I think this was last week, or was it a couple of weeks ago, over potential Romelu Lukaku swap deal. And it did say Man United had identified Dybala or Icardi as a replacement for Romelu Lukaku, as I currently said, because it did say Inter Milan initially were interested in Romelu Lukaku, to replace Icardi, because Icardi's out of favour now at Inter Milan because he's just recently lost the captain's armband. Paul Dybala now this season is out of favour at Juventus, as well, as we all currently know. So it did say, according to the Italian press, that Man United had been in talks with both Inter and Juventus over a potential Romelu Lukaku swap deal, as I said. But if we were to get Icardi or Dybala in the summer, we know they cost staggering amounts of money. They'd be a great addition, to the Manchester United team. And, Lukaku's still got a lot of years ahead of him. He's only, 25, 26, so he's still in his mid-20s, is Romelu Lukaku, as I said. But as I did say, in relation, to Icardi and Dybala, Dybala's 25, Icardi's 26, as we all currently know, so they're still young. They are the biggest names in Italian football, as I said, and they're both valued at around £100 million or something like that. And in relation to Icardi, he just recently lost the captain's armband. Reportedly, Inter Milan are increasingly, becoming frustrated with him, so his long-term stay at Inter Milan, looks in a jeopardy, to be quite honest, because he has been Inter Milan, a number of years. He's grown, developed, and flourished at Inter Milan fantastically well. Obviously, he's been in Inter Milan since 2013. This is his sixth season now. He scored over 100 odd goals since he's been in Inter Milan. Majority of his goals have come at Inter Milan. Icardi, to be quite honest, but he's a very good clinical, forward. Is Icardi, as I said. His release clause is around £100 million, as we all know. He's Inter Milan's ninth highest top goal scorer, as we all know as well. Before Inter Milan, when he was younger in his prime, he actually had an impressive season with Sampdoria, and when he was a youngster, he began his youth career with Barcelona, did Icardi as well. But Manchester United reportedly identified him as a possible replacement for Lukaku, but of course, Lukaku did say he would prefer the move to Juventus, and it did say Man United had showed an interest in Paulo Dybala as well the other week. There has been no more news on it as recent. He's been at Juventus a number of years now, grown, developed fantastically well, fitted in the team well, but this season, he has found game time very, very difficult this season as Icardi, as Paulo Dybala, as we all currently know. But he's rated at around £100 million as well. But I think Man United could plan, to cash in for Romelu Lukaku in the summer, because obviously, obviously when the likes of, when these players that we've got injured, do regain fitness, again, then that's when Lukaku, will find game time very, very difficult indeed. But I think, he's keen on making the move to Juventus in the summer. But what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for now has basically said in relation to Lukaku and Sanchez, he hopes they're basically a step up, because now with the injuries we've got, as I currently said, obviously, Solskjaer wants to see the best of them. He wants them to see. He wants to see them, playing to the potential level. That Sanchez and Lukaku, because as I did say, now with the injuries Manchester United have got, they could be now be given more opportunities, as I said. So it's likely tonight that Lukaku will be playing alongside Alexis Sanchez. But one thing Solskjaer did say in relation to Sanchez, he did say that he's lost all his trustworthiness in him. He's lost faith in Alexis Sanchez, as I said. So hopefully somewhere along the line, when he does get more of these opportunities for now, Sanchez, hopefully, he can, get his form can be rejuvenated, as I said. And hopefully, somewhere along the line, he can improve as a Manchester United player, because we know that Sanchez has been very, very disappointing. He's endured a difficult time so far at Manchester United. He's been here just over a year. He has had a couple of injuries, but he has lacked goals, as I said. And maybe try rotating Sanchez, in a different position, because he may be in a position when he does play, he may not be getting the freedom, he may be playing in a restricted position. So Solskjaer may try rotate him tonight and see, if he tries, see if there's any improvements, in Alexis Sanchez's game. We do know that he's 30 years of age, so potentially, he has lost that yard of pace as well. But one thing he did say about Alexis Sanchez, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, that he's lost faith in him, he's lost trustworthiness in him. He did say this before the Liverpool game, but only the other week, Solskjaer actually did say in relation to Sanchez that he's confident that his form will improve as a Manchester United player, as we all know. But if there's no improvements in his game, Manchester United, could consider selling Alexis Sanchez as well in the summer. There were reports coming out for the impressive week saying that Man United could, get rid of Lukaku and Sanchez, to fund the move for Jadon Sancho and all this, as we all currently know. But as we all do currently know, Solskjaer is backing the youngsters tonight, to currently make an impact, because he's recommended, a trio of youngsters, to play tonight, considering, the injuries, that Manchester United have got. Angel Gomez will be probably playing tonight, will be involved, as Solskjaer's confirmed himself. Angel Gomez will be involved, James Garner will be involved, and Chong will be involved as well, the player who made his first team debut against Reading in the FA Cup third round as well. So hopefully Solskjaer's got trustworthy in these youngsters, and hopefully, they can impress tonight in the Crystal Palace game. But regardless of the injuries, Solskjaer did confirm when he came into the club he was going to, give everybody the opportunity, as he did confirm he was going to give everybody the opportunity, like the young players, the fringe players and all this, and, get the players to express themselves and get them enjoying playing football again, which Solskjaer has currently done, to be fair to him tonight. So we do know there will be alterations, made tonight in that midfield, as we all know. Alterations made in that attacking line as well. Probably defensively, he'll probably go with a similar defensive line, to be quite honest. He may give, Chris Smalling another chance in that defensive line, because, he's been impressive in the last couple of games. He has been starting under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, as I currently said. But yeah, Manchester United, of course, we've got a lot of injuries, and based on Solskjaer's progression so far at the club, he's done fantastically well, and he's got the similar philosophy to Alex Ferguson. So for me, he's following Alex Ferguson's philosophy. And to be fair, to say that we've got injuries, to say that basically we haven't spent any money so far since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer come in, because we didn't get any signings in January, and obviously Solskjaer is inheriting Jose Mourinho's 11 players he got into the club. He's inheriting some of Louis van Gaal's players, of course, because there's still players here from Louis van Gaal. There's still players here from Alex Ferguson days, as we all currently know. And we do know, we're all aware that investment is definitely needed into the club, as we all know. Reports do say we're going to get around £200 million to spend in this summer. That got reported quite a few weeks ago. We're still looking to hire a director of football to come in, and we do obviously expect departures in the summer as well. We do expect quite a few experienced players to go in, so it would be ideal to get some players that are very, very young in the generation, some young players that could grow, develop and mould under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But as I said, Solskjaer's going to have a say on our transfer plans in the summer, as we all know. I don't know if it's still certain if he's going to get the job on a full-time basis. Reports did say that the board had made a decision. It got revealed that Solskjaer will be named Manchester United manager on a full-time basis, because obviously the board feels like he can take this team forward, he can elevate this team to that high level and get us in that commanding position where we do want to be in. And we know that that we're still lacking in certain areas. As I say, we need a strong central defender. We need someone on that right. We need a centre defensive mid, of course, that's fast and tenacious as well. Because, of course, we have got a few aging up players. And obviously, our objective this season is to progress in the FA Cup. Hopefully, somewhere along the line get top four. So it is important that we do get back to winning ways tonight so we can keep the pressure on that top four. Because, of course, Arsenal go to Bournemouth tonight. As I said, obviously, they're at Emirates. You'd obviously expect, Arsenal to beat Bournemouth comfortably, as I said. So it is essential, that we do beat Palace tonight, as I said. And of course, he's a cheap alternative, Solskjaer, anyway, because it'd only cost us £7-8 million. We don't have to pay an additional £7-8 million to Mould to get him on a full-time basis. Initially, so far, we've paid £1.8 million, to Mould, obviously, to get him on a temporary basis, as I said. But I think he's done a fantastic job, considering, especially, the injuries we've got. Obviously, we've got more injuries now. Obviously, considering that, we didn't spend any money in the January transfer window, Solskjaer's done a really, really good job, and I think he's the right man for Manchester United because he's getting the best out of the players. He's brought the fluidity back to the team. The structure of the teams, right, the cohesion of the teams, right. So you can see, since he's took the veins at Old Trafford, you can see the vast improvements in the team, that he's getting the best out of the players. I think he's tactically right. He knows his best 11, as we all know. But as he did say when he came into the club, he's going to be rotating the squad, and giving everybody the chance. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, as I currently said. But so far it's looking, very, very good. He knows the club inside out, as we all know. A guy who Solskjaer really, he's got a good pedigree, as I said, of winning silverware, as we all know, mainly as a player, as a player for 11 years under Alex Ferguson, as we all know, because he grew, developed and flourished fantastically well. Hasn't won out yet in much of silverware as a manager, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but I do think, that can come, or at least, maybe get us competing, as I currently said, when we do get some new additions into the club in the summer, as I said. But I think, Solskjaer will get the job on a full-time basis anyway. We're looking for his 9th league win tonight. We've won 11 out of 14 in all competitions. We've won 7 on the road as well, and defensively, especially away from home, you can see the vast improvements defensively as well. We've won 9. We've won 8 in the league, haven't we? And we have, Solskjaer has now made history in the Premier League as well, which is very, very good news. So we do expect alterations tonight, as I said. Obviously Nemanja Matic is out, and it's a shame Nemanja Matic is out. We do know how long Matic is out for. He's out for a couple of weeks. I think it said initially a month, but I think it's a couple of weeks. So hopefully somewhere along the line, he can return for Paris Saint-Germain, because obviously Paul Pogba is suspended for Paris Saint-Germain, as I said. But Matic has got a muscle injuries out for a couple of weeks, as I did confirm before the Liverpool game. And Matic, to be quite fair, I've got strong reservations about him. He's aging up. He is age 29, 30 now, as we all currently know. But I think since Solskjaer's come in, I think his distribution's improved. He's looking more effective in his passing. Is the man you match. I think he's fitting in that midfield well. Alongside Herrera and Pogba. That's obviously Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's first choice midfield trio, as we all currently know. But it's a shame that Matic is out, so he's going to be missing at least the next couple of games, as we all know. We know, of course, Ander Herrera is out as well, because he's been playing very, very well, especially since Solskjaer's coming. He's been pulling the strings off well in the midfield. He's a good ball playing midfielder. He's been showing that determination to get forward more, as Ander Herrera. And he's been playing really, really well indeed, as Ander Herrera, to be quite honest with you. So he's going to be a big, big miss. I think he's a hamstring injury, is Ander Herrera's. We don't know how long Ander Herrera is going to be out for, but we know that he has been a regular, especially since Solskjaer's come in. He has been first choice in that midfield, and he's been playing a big part in that midfield, as Ander Herrera. And as I did say, he's been playing really, really well. And hopefully somewhere along the line, we can come to an agreement of getting him a new contract. I think, Man United are on the brink of getting him a new 3-year deal, as recent reports said, of around 100. Of around £100,000 a week, or something like that. But yeah, Ander Herrera has got a hamstring injury. So now we've got injuries in our midfield to the likes of Herrera and Nemanja Matic and that, and even Juan Mata and all that. This could allow opportunities for the likes of Fred, who's hardly played since we got him last summer from Shakhtar Donetsk. He's hardly played since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer coming, Fred. But Solskjaer did say he will somewhere along the line get more chances at Manchester United, to get more game time. Fred, this could allow more opportunities for the likes of Andres Pereira and Scott Montoya. Hemingway, as I did say now, with the injuries of Matic, Herrera, and Mata, and all that. In relation to Andres Pereira, Manchester United, of course, have been in talks of getting him a new contract, but I think, the player himself has got strong reservations about his game time, because we know he's not first choice in that midfield, but I think now, he can, get a bit more of a chance to play now, considering, the injuries we've got in that midfield, because obviously, and Scott McTominay actually, featured in the last game, because he was obviously full in earning Man United spot in that midfield alongside Herrera and Paul Pogba and all that. And in relation as well to Juan Mata, as we all currently know, Juan Mata, of course, is injured as well. We don't know how long Juan Mata is going to be out for as well. We don't know how long Juan Mata is going to be out for as well. He's got a hamstring problem as well. Juan Mata, as I did say, he's still a very, very consistent player, as we all currently know. But as I did say, guys, in relation, to Juan Mata, we know that he hasn't really been first choice mainly under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We know in the last couple of games he's been first choice because obviously Lingard's injured and that. But of course, he hasn't really been first choice, and he has lost that yard of pace. He is age 30 now. He's Juan Mata, and obviously Lingard's obviously preferred choice, obviously because he's a lot younger in his generation. He's like 4 years younger, is something like that than Juan Mata. Obviously, risen up the Manchester United youth academy and all that. Jesse Lingard, and his progression as a Manchester United player, has been absolutely fantastic. And I think he's looked very, very good on that right hand side as Jesse Lingard. To be quite honest with you, but we know he's out anywhere. He initially had a hamstring injury. I still think it's a hamstring problem. Jesse Lingard has got, but in relation to Juan Mata, as I said, he's still a very, very consistent player, and we still know that he's going to be big miss. Is Juan Mata, but he's got a hamstring injury as well. We don't know again how long he's initially out for, as I said, but so Juan Mata will be a miss, as I said. And in relation to Marcus Rashford as well, he's got an ankle injury, so it's guaranteed he's going to miss tonight. With Marcus Rashford as well, he's got an ankle injury. We don't know how long Marcus Rashford's going to be out for, but that's really, really bad news, because Rashford's been a very, very good player, especially since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's come in. Rashford's form's been rejuvenated, as we all currently know, and I think he's always been a very, very good United player, as we all currently know, and he looks very, very effective centrally. I know he can play out wide, but he looks very, very effective, centrally does Marcus Rashford. As I did say, he has been first choice over Romelu Lukaku, and that's why there's been speculation of Lukaku, leaving in the summer. But what Rashford can offer up front, Lukaku cannot do this, and as I did say, since Solskjaer's coming, Rashford, has been scoring goals, his finishing's improved, he's been playing a key role since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's coming, and he has been getting Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's trust, because Rashford enjoyed a difficult time when Jose Mourinho was here. As I said, under the Jose Mourinho tenure, Rashford suffered a difficult time. He was finding game time very, very hard, so he couldn't prove himself. But since Solskjaer's coming, his performances have been fantastic, showing that ability to attack, play balls, provide, score goals. He's been absolutely fantastic. And he's only 21 years of age, and he did say Man United are on the brink of getting him a new deal with getting him a new contract of 6 years, something like that. He did say there would break through him in negotiations. So he did say Man United are on the brink of getting him a new 6-year deal. His current deal ends in 2020. Don't forget, with an option of a further year as well. So it's looking likely we can come to an agreement of getting him a new 6-year deal, which would take him under contract till 2025, which would obviously as well take him to the age of 27, because obviously Rashford is 21 at the moment. But obviously now he's injured. This will allow opportunities for Lukaku and the likes of Alexis Sanchez and all that, because obviously mainly Martial on that left hand side as well has been first choice over Sanchez, but of course Martial's out with a groin injury as well, so this will allow Sanchez to get more opportunities. And I think Martial's played very, very well this season when he has been fit. He's created that width very, very well. His crossing's been good. He exposes full-backs as well, does Anthony Martial. But I don't know how long initially Anthony Martial's going to be out for as well. But I think the majority of the team have done well since Solskjaer's coming. I think Pogba's been one of the most influential players. He's been playing them delicate passes. Been giving good service to the front men as Paul Pogba as well. He's in good goal scoring form himself, and when he is playing in this kind of vein, Paul Pogba is a player that can be on at least 12 to 15 goals a season, and he's been in absolutely phenomenal form since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has come in. You can play him in that midfield, as I said, but I think he looks better in more of an attacking position, in the number 10, just behind the centre forward. As I said, I think he looks more, better in that position. When he's in more of a free role, I think Paul Pogba, looks much better, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, he's been playing really, really well. As we all currently know, he's been playing a delicate passive through. passes through. His break spots to box have been good. The timing of his runs have been fantastic. Indeed, Paul Pogba as well. So Solskjaer, is getting the best out of him as well. I think also too defensively, Lindelof's made fantastic progression this season compared to his first season, because his first season, he really struggled, did Victor Lindelof. But I think this season, Lindelof's performances have really improved. To be quite honest, he's showing that determination, that he can play out from the back and gallop forward. Victor Lindelof, as I said, and I think he fits in that defensive line fantastically well. And I think him and Bay, have been blending in fantastically well together. Even though Bay has been in and out of the team this season, he hasn't featured much, but I think him and Bay, I think Lindelof's alongside Bay, he's obviously probably, but that would be my number one choice. But to be quite fair, in the last couple of games, Small and Lindelof, have looked very good defensively in that centre back position, as I currently said. So Bay, somewhere along the lines, needs to be getting more game time at Manchester United, as we all currently know. So he has still got great potential, as Eric Bay, as we all currently know, in the process. But I have been very impressed with Victor Lindelof as well. But as I did currently say, guys, I do expect departures in the summer, as I've already confirmed to you. I expect the likes of Valencia, to leave Manchester United as well in the summer, because obviously we know mainly Ashley Young's been first choice at that right back. Especially this season, as we all know, and Valencia, has just suffered another injury as well, so he's going to be out for a couple of weeks, as he did currently say in relation to Valencia, and he has been one of the longest servants here at Manchester United, as Antonio Valencia. Of course, he's won everything here as well, and he's grown, developed, and flourished fantastically well over the years. He's been here, and of course, he is he's aging up now. He's 33 years of age. Is Antonio Valencia. I think West Ham are the team that have actually been interested in him as well. So I do think he could leave in the summer. It's unlikely he's going to sign a new 1-year deal, Antonio Valencia, so I can see him going in the summer. I can see Marcus Rojo possibly leaving in the summer as well. I think he has now returned back from injury, because he's been out with injury for a long time, but he's enjoyed a difficult time at Manchester United. He is a good backup option because his versatility at the back's very good. But in relation to Marcus Rojo, I can maybe see him leaving in the summer, because since he's been at Man United, he's had a lot of injuries. He struggled with his fitness regime, as Marcus Rojo, as we all currently know, so he could possibly leave in the summer as well. I do expect Matteo Darmian as well to leave Manchester United in the summer, because he's enjoyed a very difficult time at Manchester United as well, as Matteo Darmian. So I do expect him to leave in the summer. To be quite honest with you, as I said, I think he's just recently suffered another injury as well, Matteo Darmian. But I think Man United, if any offers do come in the summer, Man United, we do have the option to trigger his contract by a further year, and we will do that if we can, get the offers in the summer, so we can cash in for the player, rather than let him go on a free transfer, as he currently said. So yeah, I do expect departures in the summer. Probably Young may not leave in the summer. He may leave the summer after, to be quite honest, because Man United have just extended a 1-year contract on his extension, but he could still possibly leave in the summer. But Ashley Young, he's past it now. He's 33 years of age. He was very good when he was young in his prime. Ashley Young, he's mainly right winger, but obviously we just prefer to operate him as a right back in the last couple of seasons, as we all know. We have rotated him now and again, to that left hand side. We have occasionally, played him on that left hand side, but we mainly do play him as a right back, as we all know. And he's been here good 7-8 years now. Ashley Young, of course, he's won everything here now as well. But as I did say, Diego Dalot, is another option. You could put at that right back position. 90, he's 18, 19 years of age, and he's a good, very good young player. As I said, when he has been playing, I think his performances have been very good indeed, Diego Dalot's. But as I did currently say, he hasn't really got that experience yet, because he's only very young, so he's a bit inexperienced, because obviously Ashley Young's obviously a hell of a lot more experienced than Diego Dalot, because obviously Ashley Young's 33, Diego Dalot's 19. So as I did say, I think we do need someone on that right hand side, without a shadow of a doubt. But as I did currently say, guys, going into the game tonight, as I currently said, I think Manchester United are going to win anyway, and hopefully I can't watch the game because it's not, on Sky, but as I did currently say, I do think Manchester United are going to win, because Crystal Palace are a great team, and let's be honest, we've got a great, record over Crystal Palace, as we all currently know, great record over them. We haven't lost them. Last time we lost to Palace, was it back in the League Cup in 2011? Of course, they're sitting 13th in the league as well. They had an impressive victory at the weekend against Leicester by 4-1. Obviously, as well, other news update on that, Claude Puel did get sacked from Leicester. Leicester have just recommended their new manager. They've got Brendan Rodgers in, as we all currently know. Brendan Rodgers, as I said, he had a great record, when he was managing Celtic. Celtic, Brendan Rodgers. That was news that came out of the press yesterday. He had a good record when he was manager in Celtic, to be quite honest with you. When he had he had 3 years with Liverpool. Did he have 2 or 3 years with Liverpool? He had a great first season with Liverpool. He had great players. He had Sturridge there, he had Suarez there at Liverpool. He had a great first season with Liverpool, and he nearly won the league with them in 2013-14. But after that, it went downhill, and at that moment in time. And at that moment in time, he was actually emulating the football he did at Swansea, and he brought it to Liverpool. And he was at Swansea. I think he once managed the Chelsea youth as well. Didn't he manage Watford and Reading at one point as well? Brendan Rodgers, but it has been made official. He has got the Leicester job as Brendan Rodgers, as that has currently confirmed as well. But yeah, as I did say, I do expect us to win tonight. As I said, if we win tonight, that will be our eighth win away from home in all competitions, as I said. But as I did say, we did win this fixture last season against Crystal Palace by 3 goals to 2, didn't we? Yeah, it was 3-2. Matty German scored late on. We beat them last season in the home game by 4 goals to 0 as well. I think the game earlier on in the season was actually 0-0, as he currently said. So it should be an easy win for Manchester United tonight. But we do know there's going to be rotations made in the squad, as I said. We do know that there's going to be rotations made in the current squad, as I currently said, and I've updated you on the latest transfer rumours that are going on, as I've been keeping you up to date with that, because obviously, the club are planning, to get some new additions into the club in the summer as well, because we do expect departures. I've already said where we need to strengthen up: central defender, centre defensive mid, someone on that right hand side, and if Lukaku does go in the summer, obviously need a replacement for him as well. But Solskjaer's confirmed that youngsters are going to be involved tonight. He did say in relation to Marcus Rashford, he's going to be a huge doubt. This is what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did confirm. But now, as he did say, he wants Sanchez and Lukaku, to get playing to the potential level. He wants them to step up, because now, at least in the next couple of games, they are going to get the opportunities, considering, the injuries we have currently got. So hopefully somewhere along the line, they currently can impress. Mason Greenwood also got mentioned as well, but of course he can't play. He can't get recommended to come in, because obviously he's injured as well. He's been very impressive for the Manchester United reserve team as well, as we all currently know. So he can't come in here tonight, unfortunately. But yeah, Angel Gomez will be involved. James Garner will be involved. That young Chon will be involved as well. So it's good to see that he's giving the youngsters the chance, as I said, because he did say when he came in, Solskjaer was going to give everybody the chance, including the fringe players, the young players as well, which is very good. But Solskjaer knows what he's doing. He's got the right mentality at this club, and since he's took the mantle on, at this club, Solskjaer, he's been absolutely fantastic indeed. As I said, Ed Woodward's praised him, for the fantastic job he has done so far. As I said, I think he'll get it on a full-time basis anyway, in my opinion. We've only lost one game since he's come in. We haven't lost yet in the Premier League, since he's come in. So we have been, playing really well, as I said. So since he's took this mantle on at this club, he's done really well. And I said if we can get some new additions into the club in the summer, I do think we can be potentially title contenders for next season. As I said, and hopefully get us back up there competing for silverware at least. As I said, but we're not good enough to win the league yet, because we do need signings in our team. But we do hope that the injuries aren't too severe, to Marcus Rashford and the likes of Mata and Herrera and all that. We hope that they're not too severe, to be quite honest. And touch wood, they're not too severe, as I currently said. So it'll be interesting to see what lineup he goes with tonight. Likely Lukaku will be playing alongside Sanchez. That young trio who'll be featuring in the game as well. Probably in that midfield, he'll probably bring Fred, McTominay or Pereira into contention as well. He'll probably in the midfield. He'll probably put Fred, Scott McTominay alongside Paul Pogba, or he'll probably put Scott McTominay, Pereira. He'll probably put alongside Paul Pogba, Scott McTominay, and Andres Pereira alongside Paul Pogba as well. So these are going to be alterations made tonight, as I currently said. And Solskjaer did say in relation to Fred, he will be given more opportunities, as he currently confirmed. So anyway, guys, drop your comments, likes below on the channel. What do you think to the Romelu Lukaku scenario? I think he's going to be going to Juventus in the summer, to be quite honest with you, because obviously he's going to get game time for now, of course. But obviously, when these players, have got injured, do regain fitness again, he's going to find game time very, very difficult, indeed. And I think he's interested in going to Juventus in the summer. Is Romelu Lukaku? We'll try and recoup as much money as we can. We may find it hard to recoup the £75 million we paid for him, but we'll see what happens. So anyway, drop your comments, likes below on the channel, guys. If you do consider subscribers, also we could be. I think we're out tonight. I think we have got 9 or 10 senior players out, as reports did mention. So we'll see what happens tonight. So anyway, drop your comments, likes below on the channel if you do consider subscribers, always, and take care.